Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, it's Monday, and you know what that means. It's time for another episode of the Raw Event Center. And now here's the man that will bring you all the wrestling action from Monday Night Raw, Mr. Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977. Excuse me. And this is episode 2135 of the show. It is March the 31st, 2025, 11:17 p.m. This is the final episode for March of 2025. As tomorrow we are heading into April. And as you know, next week I will be on vacation, so I'll be working on a lot more videos and doing a lot more fun stuff on here. And an opportunity to do this early in the morning, early each morning, to get everything out of the way. So this is a good thing, you know. So just hang in there, be cool, and just we're gonna have some fun this week. We're halfway through the week. We're halfway through the week. What am I saying? What am I saying? But anyways, it's been a crazy day. We did live react to Monday Night Raw. We're going to talk about Raw in just a minute here. Early this afternoon, 3 o'clock. And then we got Bofus at 5 o'clock, and we came in a little half an hour later after Raw was over. So we're going to talk about what happened on Raw this afternoon. Well, what's really exciting about this. This is a really cool thing and everything else, and life is wonderful. You know what I mean? So, brand new thumbnails are up. In fact, I have put in the new thumbnails from the beginning of March until now, because like from March on, you're going to see those new thumbnails unless I make changes again. And let's see. I vibe with this. I vibe with anything. So, speaking of vibing, let's vibe up with Monday Night Raw. But just for a second here, John Cena kicking off Monday Night Raw. And he was about to talk until Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion, comes out again. And it seems like, are we going to get something good this time coming out of this? Are we going to see these two talk, or are they going to actually brawl to the point where they have both locker rooms separating these two gentlemen? Well, so Cody Rhodes demanded an answer. Why? Why did John Cena do what he did? And John Cena, said that, he was tired of, that he explained that Cody Rhodes nothing but a nepo baby. That term again is really aggravating. And he was upset, and he says that he's greatness and all that. He says he doesn't bury talent, and he is talent. While I make empires for billionaires, you just steal money from their kids. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. And you say, so you call yourself chose you. Was it the guy that used to be in this company but not anymore? Referencing Vince McMahon. They represent, they reference AEW and Tony Khan. I mean, jeepers, man. These two are going with these two. John Cena went off on Rhodes. Rhodes went off on Cena. And he says, you may be my hero, but you're nothing but a piece of... And John Cena keeps on and all this good stuff. And he walks away, and he turns around to attack Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes finally drops him with the crossroads. Even Wade Barrett loved it. That's how bad it is. And my bed is off. Give me a second here. So, sorry about that. My bed looks kind of awful, but, I'm going to sleep in it tonight anyways. They say you made your bed, you lie in it. You know what I mean? So, anyways, yeah, and both guys went off. Gentlemen went off on each other, but Cody Rhodes is telling the truth all along. I'm like, somebody put that crackhead Gunther in his place. That's right. I call him crackhead Gunther. Why? He looks like Gunther, but he looks like if Gunther took crack. I'm going to roast John Cena on the next episode. Lima don't play that. So, and I'm sure all you Cena haters out there want to hear what I have to say about this man. And And you might want to listen. It's going to be a lot of fun, trust me on this one. So, and yeah, so Cody Rhodes got this drew first blood in his feud finally. Adam Pearce introduces the New Day come out for their tag team matchup, and Adam Pearce comes out and said, "Hey, you guys, you want to prove yourself to be worthy of the tag team titles? Okay, I'm going to introduce you to your opponents: the returning Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, the New Catch Republic back as a tag team, and the New Day resort to some skullduggery, no pun intended, skullduggery if you're watching this, to win their matchup." And then Kathy Kelly did an interview with the New Day, and they say, "Hey, we want our shot. We deserve to be tag team champions." The War Raiders come out and held the belts up confronting the New Day. It was like New Day shooting for what, number 13, 14? Like New Day wants to reach John Cena heights, you know? So, anyways, yeah. So anyways, the War Raiders did come out, Eric and Ivar, and confronted the New Day. We're holding the belts up. Yeah, be careful what you wish for, New Day, because I'm hoping the War Raiders rearrange your faces in. And that's what's going to happen. Okay. Jey Uso was gives a pep talk to Jimmy Uso about fighting Gunther and all. And then they said, and then Jey Uso says, "Be careful." And Jimmy Uso goes, "I will." In attendance, Kate Nash and Charlie Brooker, and actor Charlie Brooker, actress and comedian Kate Nash, Vernon Page, an MMA fighter, and singer Louis Capaldi. He probably was not very happy the fact that he wasn't able to meet up with Drew McIntyre when Damian Priest attacked him. Hey, Drew, next time, keep your mouth shut, and you can go party with Louis Capaldi afterwards. Next time. Next time you want to party with somebody after a show in the WWE, keep your mouth shut about Damian Priest, man. And then one of the referees, I believe Sean Bennett was the guy, ended up talking to Bianca Belair how to referee. Jimmy Uso took on Gunther, and Gunther ends up winning the matchup via submission. And then Gunther decided to continue to attack Jimmy after the matchup. Here comes Jey Uso and brawls with Gunther. And then, but Jey was helping Jimmy Uso to the back, but Gunther brawls with Jey, attacks him, and then after Gunther knocked some security guards out of the way, he grabbed a zip tie and zip tied him to the bottom rope. While Gunther was taunting him with the belt and attacking Jimmy Uso. I'm telling you something right now. Gunther keeps this up, man. Jey Uso is gonna brain him a good one. And believe me, if Jey Uso does that, he may end up taking that title away from the Ring General. And and Michael Cole even called Gunther a hypocrite and a bully. And you know what, Michael Cole, I'm going to agree with you on that. Then the Judgment Day were talking, celebrating the victory, but then they're actually not celebrating the victory yet. Judgment Day, I'm way ahead here. So I was talking about Penta and Braun Breaker. So Penta and Braun Breaker against the Judgment Day, Dominic and Finn Balor, and Judgment Day ended up winning the matchup. When Braun Breaker accidentally speared Penta. Chad Gable was talking to Anna Pierce about, his sickness and all. He said, and he got a doctor's note, and I think Chad Gable was playing everybody, including his hometown in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and El Grande Americano is going to make his debut there once again. I'm telling you, I'd be laughing if Adam Pierce goes, he's going to face you, Chad Gable. I'll be like, Adam Pierce is no sucker. I know what Adam Pierce is trying to do. I don't think that's happening, though. But we'll see who El Grande Americano faces this coming month, next week on Raw, heading back to the States. So Alpha Academy confronts Gable, and Gable calls Otis an idiot. And then Maxine Dupree was talking about wanted to team up with Natalya. I think it's a smart move on Maxine Dupri's part to want to team up with Natalya. She can benefit from Natalya's knowledge and wisdom, and plus, being a third-generation wrestler, that she has more knowledge about wrestling than ever before. So Natalya teaming up with Maxine Dupri is going to help Maxine Dupri be better. And them as a tag team, it's gonna look awesome. Trust me on that one. So Maxine Dupri is making a very smart move, wanting to join forces with Natalya and having her as a tag team. So partner. So there's that. Cathy Kelly interviewed Braun Breaker, and then Penta decided to confront him and called him stupid and all that. And officials and agents and security trying to separate the two, it seems like to me, I think Penta still wants to be the Intercontinental Champion. I don't blame him. You know, AJ Styles addresses Logan Paul. Logan Paul comes out to interrupt AJ Styles. They talk a lot of smack, and both men fight. But Logan Paul, that Beavis-looking butthead Bryce Harper on crack, decided to retreat. Jackie Redmond interviewed Lyra Valkyria, and she says that, she talked about dressing how she can't beat Bayley one-on-one, but since she'll try to change that, and she does owe Bayley something. So next week on Monday Night Raw, Lyra Valkyria in Minnesota will defend the Women's Intercontinental title against Bayley. So if Bayley adds this title, she could end up being a Grand Slam champion as well, or a Women's Triple Crown. Either way, an Intercontinental title will already add to Bayley's already great resume for her titles. The Judgment Day was celebrating the win, but then Balor was really excited, and he says he's going to go talk to Adam Pearce about getting, since he pinned Penta in the middle of the ring, he says he's worthy of having a shot at the Intercontinental title. And as Finn Balor goes, looks like Liv Morgan's going behind his back and tells Dominic, hey, you should talk to Adam Pearce after he's done to get yourself an Intercontinental title shot. I got a strange feeling that this match will end up in a fatal four-way match. So that. Well, the main event begins. The women's world title on the line, Io Sky, the lovely Io Sky, versus Rhea Ripley with a special guest referee with Bianca Belair. Now, during the matchup, though, referees, Bianca Belair refereeing the matchup. They had close 2 counts, and it got to the point where, Rhea Ripley was arguing with the referee, and Rhea Ripley made a mistake and accidentally drop-kicking Bianca Belair outside the ring. When she went to go hit one on Io ducked out of the way and hit Bianca Belair. And then Rhea hit the riptide for the 1, 2, 3, but Bianca Belair was nowhere to count. And then Io Sky tried to get at Rhea, but she accidentally drop-kicked Bianca Belair out of the ring. Bianca Belair, fed up with it, she decided to call off the match with a double DQ. And then all 3 women decided to brawl after the matchup, and then got to the point where Rhea Ripley attacks Belair more than Io Sky. After Io Sky got knocked out once, Rhea Ripley attacked Bianca Belair, hits the super reptile, and it got to the point where, she's trash-talking both ladies. She grabbed Io Sky's title and held it up high in the end. I'm telling you, Adam Pearce made a mistake, and you know what? This one's on Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce, it was on Adam Pearce, and I'm sure Pat McAfee will call him a stooge for that. So I'm sure Adam Pearce is going, crap, I got to make this thing into a triple threat. Since they can't work things out, I'm making it a triple threat. Why the heck not? So yet the road to WrestleMania is going to be tough for all 3 of these ladies. They got about 3 weeks to get it together. So we shall see what happens. Well, that's it for this episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977, the final episode of March 2025. Road to WrestleMania, and this is the final leg of the European trip. They'll be back in the States come this Friday night on SmackDown in Chicago, where Rey Fenix will make his debut in the WWE. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the kid can do in the WWE. It's a lot more different than AEW. So Mr. Rey Fenix is pretty excited about it. But will both Lucha Brothers come back together as a tag team? If they were, you add them to SmackDown, they would add more of a chaos in there. You add them Monday Night Raw, they'll add more of a chaos. So either way, a Lucha Brothers come back together, they'll add chaos to any tag team division there is, even NXT. So who knows? They'll be challenging Fraction for the NXT tag team titles to start things off. Hey, who knows? Well, we shall see what happens. So that's it. That's all the time we have, and I will see you on the next episode tomorrow. We're having High Rollers and NXT, ladies and gentlemen. And who knows, I can throw in a Lima Don't Play That episode, or I got a Top of the Shenanigans charts idea. It might be a weird one. So I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night. Good night, everybody. And until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home.
That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.